Cassowary, the world's deadliest bird. We've looked at lots of deadly birds of prey here on this channel, from the different types of eagles to the fearsome vulture and condor. But there's one bird that is built a little differently. One bird species reigns over the rest as the ultimate predator. I'm talking about the cassowary. So without further ado, let's take a deeper dive into this bird and what makes it the most terrifying bird on the planet. History. Let's start with the cassowary's long and fascinating history. Did you know that fossils of cassowary-like birds have been found in Europe and North America dating back to the Eocene period, around 50 million years ago? However, the modern cassowary evolved in Australasia during the late Miocene period, around 5 million years ago. These bad-to-the-bone birds are heavily adapted to the place they live. Let's talk about the first ever documented encounter between Europeans and cassowaries. This occurred in the early 16th century when Portuguese explorer Antonio Pigafetta wrote about seeing ostrich-like birds in the Moluccas, which are part of modern-day Indonesia. However, the cassowary was likely known to the indigenous people of Australasia way long before this. Surprisingly, there are 3 species of cassowary: the southern cassowary, the dwarf cassowary, and the northern cassowary. Out of the 3, the southern cassowary is the largest and most well-known. This particular species is found in northern and eastern Australia, as well as Papua New Guinea and some nearby islands. However, the dwarf cassowary is found in New Guinea, and the northern cassowary is found in the northern part of the island of New Guinea. All 3 species do live close together, but are well adjusted to their territories. Appearance. Moving on, let's talk about how these birds look. The cassowary is a large, flightless bird that can reach up to 2 meters, 6.6 feet in height, and weigh up to 60 kilograms, 132 pounds. It is easily recognizable by its unique presence, which includes a prominent casque on its head and bright blue skin on its neck. You might be wondering, what is a casque? Well, the casque is a bony structure on the top of the cassowary's head that can be up to 18 centimeters, 7 inches tall in mature males. It's believed to be used for communication and is used in displays of aggression and courtship. The casque also serves as protection for the cassowary's head while it is foraging in the forest. So basically, it's a multi-purpose tool that sets the cassowary apart from the rest of the birds of its kind. This huge bird has a long, thick neck and a short, stocky body. Its feathers are predominantly black, with some brown and gray on the wings and tail. Speaking of the feathers, they're soft and downy and are used for insulation and waterproofing. But one of the most characteristic features of the cassowary is its feet. The cassowary has 3 toes on each foot, with the innermost toe bearing a long, sharp claw that can be up to 12 centimeters, 5 inches long. This claw is used for self-defense and hunting and can be lethal to predators and humans alike. Think of it like a massive knife attached to its foot. While we're on the subject of their legs, the cassowary is an agile bird that can run at speeds of up to 50 kilometers, 31 miles per hour, and jump up to 1.5 meters, 4.9 feet in the air. It is also an excellent swimmer and can cross rivers and creeks with ease. Remember the waterproof feathers? Those are a big help here. Hunting habits. Moving on to its eating habits. Despite popular belief, the cassowary is an omnivorous bird that feeds on a wide range of plant and animal material. Its diet includes fruit, seeds, leaves, insects, small mammals, and even carrion. The cassowary's strong and muscular stomach allows it to digest tough plant materials such as palm fronds, which are an important part of its diet. You'll be shocked to find out that even though the cassowary is insanely powerful, this bird is not a predator, but a skilled forager that uses its sharp eyesight and sense of smell to locate food. It spends much of its day foraging in the forest, moving slowly and methodically as it searches for food on the forest floor. Didn't see that coming, did you? The cassowary uses its long, powerful legs to kick and scratch the ground, exposing the fallen fruit and insects that are hidden beneath the leaf litter. But also, in addition to foraging, the cassowary is an essential seed disperser in the forest. Many of the fruits it eats contain seeds that are too large to be eaten by other animals, but can pass through the cassowary's digestive system unharmed. As the cassowary moves through the forest, it drops these seeds in its droppings, helping to spread plant species throughout the forest, sort of like a crop duster spreading pollen over a farm. Temperament. When we look at the behavior of a cassowary, we find out that the cassowary is generally a solitary and reclusive bird that prefers to avoid contact with humans and other animals. It spends much of its day foraging and resting in the dense understory of the forest and is most active in the early morning and late afternoon. It's a morning person kind of bird. Despite its preference for solitude, the cassowary loves making feathered friends. It will occasionally gather with other cassowaries to forage or engage in courtship displays. Males are generally territorial and will defend their territory of up to 7 kilometers against other males, especially during the breeding season. Although they don't seek out confrontation, one of the things that could trigger this behavior is if a human or other animal enters the cassowary's territory or if the bird is protecting its chicks. In addition to its defensive behavior, the cassowary is also known for its courtship displays. During the breeding season, males will puff out their necks and casques and make deep, rumbling calls to attract females. If a female is interested, she will respond by crouching down and making soft clucking sounds. It's really a sight to behold. Why is it considered deadly? Cassowaries have a reputation for being dangerous to people and domestic animals. During World War II, troops stationed in New Guinea were warned to steer clear of them due to their sharp claws and powerful legs. Ornithologist Ernest Thomas Gillard wrote in his 1958 book, Living Birds of the World, that the cassowary's inner toe is fitted with a long, straight, murderous nail which can sever an arm or eviscerate an abdomen with ease. There have been many records of natives being killed by these birds. This assessment of the danger posed by cassowaries has been repeated in print by various authors. A 2003 study of 221 cassowary attacks showed that 150 had been against humans, with 75% of those coming from cassowaries that had been fed by people. Most of the time, the bird chased or charged the victim, and 15% of the time they kicked. Only one human death was reported among those 150 attacks. The first documented human death caused by a cassowary was in 1926, when a 16-year-old boy and his younger brother tried to kill a cassowary on their property in Australia. The bird kicked the younger boy, and when the older boy fell to the ground, the cassowary kicked him in the neck, causing a fatal wound. Cassowary strikes to the abdomen are rare, but in one case, a dog was kicked in the belly in 1995, which led to its death from an apparent intestinal rupture. Another human death due to a cassowary was recorded in Florida in 2019. The bird's owner, a 75-year-old man who had raised the animal, was apparently clawed to death after he fell to the ground. All of these experiences and incidents have cemented the cassowary as one of the deadliest birds alive. You've just learned about the cassowary and all of its evolutionary features. From its large body to its sharp claws, you know it all. We hope you enjoyed our deep dive into the cassowary, a bird many consider the world's deadliest. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay tuned for more videos like this.